I hate being a homeowner. There, I said it. I said it and I meant it. And I hate it so much that we're moving out of our house and into an apartment. But not just any apartment, into a loft in the city with 10-foot ceilings, exposed brick, floor to ceiling windows, because I need this move for my mental health. I saw a girl on here and her response said that rent is the maximum that I will pay and a mortgage is the bare minimum that I will pay. That I've never heard anything more true, and that's exactly why I'm moving. Every time I turn around, there's another expense. There's something to pay for. Something's broke, something needs to be fixed or replaced. I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, she's right. At the end of the day, rent is the maximum you'll pay, but that doesn't mean that they'll actually repair things as fast as you would if you actually own the property. Because your AC goes out, you got to wait for them to send somebody in to come through to actually fix it.
It depends on legal at some point, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean, there's trade offs with both, you know? At the end of the day, the bank does own your home, and then the government eventually takes over if you don't have your financials in order, or if you don't have, like a living will or something like that. They can easily just take your home because technically nobody owns it anymore, so it's theirs. But that's the thing with like the market. I don't think everybody's like, oh, 30 years from now the rent's going to be like $1 million, and it's like, if wages aren't rising, you can't ask for more rent. People will end up downsizing before they upgrade. So all those homes that you thought was going to be residual passive income are going to sit empty because everybody's moving into affordable apartments, or they're, renting with four roommates in one house. So you got six houses in one community sitting empty all next to each other because everybody's living in one house. Like I think back in the day, real estate was definitely a safe place for your money, because everyone could afford a home, everyone could afford to upkeep, everyone could basically, live there. But now that there's too much greed in the real estate space, it's going to be a little harder to increase your profits. You might be able to maintain your profits. You might even be able to handle the loss of them, but it's not going to go too much further up. It can't. Like, there's literally no room. You're already out the ceiling. Nobody's dropping $3,500 on rent for
Inefficiencies.
yeah,
As you're in New York, maybe.
Especially with, I know there's time that now we're having that strife with work from home, with even Amazon saying that you now got to come into the office. So um, I think other companies, the smaller companies, the ones that were the Amazon 30 years ago, that were the Google 40 years ago, is going to start a complete work from home approach, and even maybe take it a step further and tell them the hotspot areas in the country that they can live that offer, because I think that's where we're going to eventually get to, and we're going to see new positions as AI takes over, is financial advisors for regular middle class roles, and tells you, this is the salary we can pay you, this is the area that you can afford to live in, this is what your monthly expenses will be, this is how much you'll have left over. It'll be completely planned out, um, so that way the employee just knows, all right, I go to work and then this is where I live, and it'll be a lot more streamlined versus all of these scams and all of these, like, oh, I now got to go get a Tesla because I'm going to be at work every day and I want to look cool. Like, it's not going to be about that anymore, because I think our resources are finite, and since money sits at the top and it doesn't sit at the bottom, you can't boost the bottom up. You can only make the top higher to get to. But those are random thoughts. Very, 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 very random.